blinking a red light mean?
What?
Well, I'm sitting here trying to make sure that it's feeding all the right places and things like that. I look over, like I pull up YouTube, and it's like, there's all of our faces. And I'm like, that's not right. I forgot to switch to starting soon.
Well, surprise, mother scudder. We live, baby.
So, from the top. Hello, everybody. I'm Griffmore. Welcome to Griffcast, episode 3. I've got with me TCP.
What's going on?
Wild Style.
We wild, baby.
Oh, man. So, you guys been good this week? What's been going on with you?
I think so. Yeah.
Good. Work's
You
been
think
kind
you've
of
been all right?
crazy, but we hanging in there.
You recovering from that trip last week?
I don't know. Just happy to be in an environment and have a stable connection and not be bouncing around in the back of a van trying to hop cell towers and just dropping the call. So yeah.
Oh, I know that had to have been hilarious. I know it had to have been hilarious.
Yeah, man, you missed it. You missed a good show. It was a bad show, but it was good because it was so.
It was a bad.
it had its moments. Like, it's like, this is actually pretty good, and then technical fail. And it's getting good, technical fail. But hey,
Oh my goodness.
it was good. It's all right.
So,
What about you, Wild? Been hitting up that Destiny.
Oh yeah, been hitting up Destiny, and y'all, you already know. Like I'm ready to deep dive into it. Even like today I'm free. You got at least 2 after Family Fortnite. I'm gonna be
Just
dropping
hit me
in
up.
hot.
Hit me up when it's over.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm going to jump into this first one here. So, Keanu Reeves got with Boom Studios and author Matt Kind. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. It's Kindt. So I'm going to call him Kind. I apologize if that's not pronounced right. So author Matt Kind, Keanu Reeves, got with Boom Studios, and they released a new comic called Brzrkr. If you want to look it up, it is Brzrkr without the vowels. So it's Bzrkr. I got this thing. I read it. I killed it in like 3 minutes. It was fantastic. It was amazing. It builds.
I might need to borrow that book
yeah,
because I just from looking at it, I was just like,
you can just hold it up in
what?
front of your camera and just flip pages.
You know, right?
I got the digital one,
Story
so I
time.
might see if I can't download it, and I'll just ship it out.
Wait, did you get it digitally, or you got a physical copy?
I got it digitally because I'm like,
Okay.
like I read it last night, and it's like I keep wanting to talk about this. It's like I need to read it. Yeah, I got it. It's brutal, cover to cover. Imagine if Punisher and Deadpool got together and had a baby. That's what this is.
Ooh.
That sounds like a violent baby.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's a very violent baby.
Like by like the
going
fourth panel to like the last panel, it's just blood, guts, tears. Like the guy is, the Brzrkr is, he's pulling out people's ribs and stabbing them with it.
Oh, so the man's book. Yes.
Yeah, like it is like 1980s comic book Punisher violent.
Does he have good quips? So kind of like Deadpool or Spider-Man when he's like ripping the ribs out. He's like, "Oh, fuck you, Adam."
No, actually, there is very little dialogue in the entire book.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
It's kind of a different thing going on with this. You actually go through the dialogue. You're in it is him replaying the day, talking to his therapist. And
so it's kind of like a flashback.
Yeah.
Just recounting events.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's a different take. Like there's a lot of tropes in it that have been done in comic books for the last 30 years. Like he is basically, One Punch Man of Punisher. He's the One Punch Man of comic books. He is invulnerable. Well, he's not technically invulnerable, but he basically looks like he doesn't feel pain. Looks like he's got a mad sort of regeneration. Not quite like, instantaneous like Deadpool, but it comes back pretty quickly.
Okay.
Like by the end of the action sequence, he is like he looks like Deadpool outside of his, like inside the suit.
Sorry, you got me a little bit intrigued, so I had to look it up right now. And
It's
oh
like,
yeah,
it's like
when
$4
I looked it
for
up,
the
it was
digital copy.
awesome.
yeah, thank you for dual monitors right now. So I can still look at your pretty faces, but also look at this
Hey,
brutal, just
girl.
evil. Okay, yo, are they gonna turn this into a movie?
If they turn it
That'd
into a
be
They're
bad.
gonna
movie,
turn it into a movie.
I mean-
he's like, I'm gonna turn
So-
this into a movie,
or even if they just
I'm
turn it into like an anime that actually continued on,
or like a
that
show.
would be beautiful.
Yeah,
It looks like it's going to be like a 3-issue run to start it to see where it falls. So I'm kind of
Okay.
wondering like how much storytelling they're going to do in the next 2 issues, because like they hinted at the fact that, well, they didn't really hint at the fact like the main character believes he's 8,000 years old, and he's joined up with the American military because they're like, hey, I'll let you guys analyze my blood if you find a way to kill me. And that's kind of like his shtick, is like, you find a way to kill me, I'll do whatever you want.
That yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna need you to slide in them DMs with that book. I'm just saying. If I need to do something strange for a little piece of change, just let me know.
I already got you. You're here now.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
But yeah, no, like, is there anything that Keanu does that's not good?
What? Don't get us started.
Like, seriously, like,
Cyberpunk was not his fault, but I feel like there is something else that like he might have done that's just like it's not good. I mean, I'm like trying to think of it, man. Like he's always had some good stuff.
Like as soon as you said that, the immediate thing that popped in my head is like he's gonna be on this Cyberpunk. I know it.
No, I'll let it rest for a couple weeks, and then we'll come back to it when they start saying some stuff. And like,
and did you ever imagine, like, 30 years ago watching Bill and Ted, that guy is going to be the best action star of the modern day?
it's just gonna come out and just like blow everybody away. Everyone loves him.
No.
Even his haters love him. God.
Yeah,
I
it's
absolutely did not see that coming.
like,
Okay, if we're talking about bad stuff that he's done, Matrix Revolutions was.
I liked it.
You liked it? I mean,
I did.
I liked it when I first watched it. The first couple times I watched it, and I was kind of like I was on the younger end of my lifetime because it was several years ago, and I kind of liked it, just because I was like, oh, it's an R-rated movie. I get to watch R-rated movies. Yeah, sweet. But now, like, I mean, I watched them. It had been a couple years since I had seen Matrix, and watching Matrix as finally a fully grown, functional adult with responsibilities and stuff, and like actually understanding the movie and not watching it just because it's cool and got some action scenes. That movie fucked me up, man. That movie fucked me up.
Like I'm still like hung up on like was Revolutions the ones where they had those twins in it?
No, that was Reloaded. Reloaded was dope.
Yeah,
of course I love Reloaded. That the action in Reloaded was so cool. The
Oh,
highway
yeah.
scene was
yes,
legit,
highway
man.
scene.
In the
The
park
twins were
with
nuts.
Mr. Smith, with thousands of Mr. Smith. Reloaded was dope. Reloaded was pretty good. Storyline was meh, but it wasn't bad.
So I mean, all of Keanu's done quite a bit of stuff. Cyberpunk probably the only thing that I can really think of where he actually attached his name to something and it kind of like flopped.
Mhm.
But other than that, like everything that Keanu Reeves usually touched was really good.
Yeah. Have you guys ever looked into his motorcycles? He owns a motorcycle company.
No,
Yeah, I did.
Like-
Yeah, because I ride, so I looked into it like a little bit.
Bro,
But yeah, it's
you
escaping.
know
me
what?
for
I
now.
mean, you know what? Y'all can keep y'all's rides.
bro,
Y'all can keep that.
you let me know when you're in the area, or I'll get on mine and we'll go out.
Oh yeah, what do you have?
I got a little old Suzuki Boulevard. So a little 850, but
850. That's not too bad.
yeah.
I have a CBR 1000 RR, so she
Oh good God.
she gets down. She
Yeah,
gets
so-
down.
Yeah, I can ride with y'all. I got 2 pedals and 2 feet. They work just as good. They work just as good.
You'll get up hills as fast as me.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, like winning lottery purchase number like 20 is going to be, yeah. I'm probably going to go get one of his bikes at some point. Anyway, all right, TCP, you brought this up. Hypothetical arguments.
Hypothetical arguments. Okay.
This is going to be a good one. I can tell it now.
So, you brought up, what is the worst place to live? DC's Gotham or Marvel's New York?
Okay.
So,
you can go ahead and start if you want to.
You want me to start? Like,
I think it's a clear answer. I think it's a clear answer.
I think it is too.
But that's just me.
Gotham, hands down, worst place to live.
Yeah,
terrible.
I was about to say terrible place. Terrible. Like,
I mean, if you want to go over the pros and cons.
Well,
I think every alley in Gotham is dark. No matter how many lights you put in that city, it's always dark.
Yeah.
That's how Batman is able to move around. He's just in the darkness all the time.
It's like 1940s portrayal of London.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
you
all
can
the
catch
time.
me in any alleys.
Someone was saying that because in Gotham you only have Batman. It's only Batman. I mean, so I guess it's not only Batman because
the Bat family.
The Bat family. Robin's in there, and there's like 8 different Robins because they keep getting killed off because he doesn't know how to take care of his children. So I love when people like the argument like, oh, Batman works alone. I'm like, Batman is like the only character that's had like you can't even count on 2 hands how many sidekicks he's had. He's had the most sidekicks out of everybody. But yeah, he likes to work alone.
It's been 4 Robins?
Yeah, I think
one became Nightwing, one became Red Hood.
Yeah, because he had Dick
is
Grayson,
dead, and then there's
which one is dead? So he had Dick Grayson, he had Jason Todd, he's had Dwayne, or Damien, not Dwayne, Damien, who is his actual son. I watched a movie where there was a female Robin. I can't remember her name.
Oh, I didn't know about that one.
Then he's had Batgirl. Several different Batwomen. Oh,
never last thing one of them did.
Yeah. And then you got Nightwing too. He's always working with Catwoman. Is Catwoman a sidekick or is she just like a partner? I guess she's a partner, not really a sidekick.
I mean, Catwoman is out for herself, so
yeah, like she's always been out for herself, but she always ends up in some way, shape, or form like linking up with him. Always.
Yeah. I mean, when you got 2 people that's who just like mope at the end of a corner of a building for hours on end. But
so I mean, I guess it's a handful of characters that they have that's protecting that city, whereas like you have, in New York.
In DC, in DC, the villains are absolutely insane.
Just crazy.
Like they're absolutely insane. They have no holds barred for collateral damage.
Nope.
Like the fact that Gotham is still standing at all is a miracle.
It's been destroyed like 8 times, and then like in 2 weeks later, it's like somehow rebuilt, but yet no one has a job.
But yeah, like in Marvel, you've got you got Spider-Man, Daredevil patrolling the streets constantly
all the time. Yeah, the Defenders are running around.
The Defenders.
My boy Luke Cage is always taking names.
So, yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of heroes. I mean, I guess at some point you could say Tony Stark's there too. With Stark Tower being there.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, like, the everyday criminal in Marvel's New York is, you got the robbers,
bank robbers,
and Rhino shows up and he'll tear down like a hole in a building, versus Killer Croc bringing down the building.
Yeah,
Joker spreading toxin over the entire city.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said that Batman. He was like, if your life is in Batman's hands, you're gonna die because Batman's killing everybody. And I was like, I don't get it. How is Batman killing people? Like, I mean, he tries not to kill people. He's like, because he lets the villains live. He doesn't have what it takes to finish them off. So he lets them live. They get out of jail, and then they start killing other people. that's Batman's fault indirectly.
You would think that somebody at some point in time, like, because most of his villains don't go to jail, they go to an insane asylum.
Right.
And you would think, because like an insane asylum isn't a lifetime sentence. An insane asylum is like up until a certain point.
Till you're rehabilitated.
Yeah. But...
Or quote unquote rehabilitated.
Yeah. And then like a week later, somebody comes in, breaks everybody out, and it's just back to square one. You'd think as somebody at some point in time that worked in the asylum would be like,
maybe we need to take these guys out. Like, absolutely.
Like
they're just gonna get out and do the same thing.
Go full like put them on ice, like Mr. Freeze.
Maybe not bad. Not a bad idea. Yeah. Gotham is definitely
Mr. Freeze. I remember that movie. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh God. Now you're giving me nightmares again.
What was it? Was it Arnold Schwarzenegger? Wait, no.
It was Arnold.
It was Arnold when he did that, and I was just like,
yeah,
it's a little cringeworthy. Cringeworthy on that one.
See, this goes back to like what I said about Matrix Revolutions. When I watched it as a kid, it was cool. It was awesome. The first time I saw that Batman, I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. Like seeing the villains and stuff. And when I watched it when I was a little bit older, I was like, nah, this ain't it.
No, I saw Batman and Robin when I was like 9, and I knew that was a garbage heap. But like, I was a huge I was reading Batman at the time, and I went through that whole story arc with Bane, and I'm just like, that's not Bane at all.
Mm-mm. I gave movies a lot more credit than I should have when I was younger. I was like, it's a good movie. Don't worry, watch it.
But oh man, all right. So, you posted this over a Nerdy, so I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Project Kato.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, right. I almost flushed that out of my memory banks. It's been a good moment. But yeah, go ahead. I
actually looked into this a little bit, and it looks really good, like for what it is. It's 10 people making it.
Right, it's a small studio. It's a very small studio, but it looked fucking good.
Yeah, like it's going to be in that cyberpunk-esque setting. It looked like what they were working on was in a secluded environment for developers, but they were working out the animations and the combat and things like that. But the ability to transfer seamlessly from melee combat to range combat to ability combat, and just cycle through them. I mean, obviously it was a little clunky. I mean, it's a studio made by 10 I can't talk. It's being made by 10 people, so you can't expect a lot right out the gate, and I'm really hoping this turns into something.
Yeah,
because
I am too.
I think it looks good. Especially like the first impression. And like we said, it's a small studio, so they probably might not have like a bunch of funding. They probably a bunch of people like getting together, having a good time, and then like if it gets some backers and they're able to like throw more into it. Yeah, I hope it turns out to be something good. I'm probably gonna play it anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. As soon as I saw it, I was like, okay. It kind of had. And initially seeing like the character, it immediately reminded me of Destiny. Because I was like, because when you first look at it, you're like, oh, that kind of reminds me of Destiny. And then I saw the gameplay, and I read a little bit more into it. And I was like, this actually looks like it might be really awesome. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay. Now once again, as Jeremiah was saying, was that if it continues on and they actually are able to like, smooth out those rough edges, I think it might come out to be a solid game, though.
I mean, even if it's, like a 5-6 hour campaign, I still think it'd be worth it, because if they can nail the physics in it, then AAA titles or AAA studios have no excuse.
Oh, absolutely. I think they have no excuse now.
They don't really, but when these once again, this is the,
Did you freeze?
Sorry, no, I was just like, thought I heard something. Once again, that train derailed. Okay, but AAA studios will have zero excuse when 10 people come out. They come out with a crazy physics engine and an aesthetic that people vibe to. I don't know. Like, I really wish that a lot of these companies would stop catering to
The masses?
the demands of shareholders of get it out the door.
Oh, so you want to come back to Cyberpunk?
I mean, ultimately, that's what it is. It was just, them catering to their shareholders, and they're like, "All right, let's go ahead and do it." But with this game, if they take their time, actually put out good work, and actually before it's released, and not have to worry about, oh well, we have this backer that's saying we need to get it out the door, and it's not ready. Well, then let's go ahead and just push it, and then it ends up being a crap game.
Yeah.
Well, I think one of the big issues that we had to deal with in today's market too is okay, it's okay if it's unfinished, we'll patch it before anybody finishes the game, not realizing today's gamers will kill a 30-hour campaign in 12 hours.
Yeah
To just fly through it.
Yeah.
I had something to say.
Unless you're me and you take a year, 2-3 year hiatus, and then you come back and the whole game is completely different than what you actually started off in. Because that's how it is with Destiny right now.
It's a whole new game. It's about to get technically overhauled, just about. Come this next season or the next couple of seasons, the whole game's going to change.
And back to training wheels I go.
Yeah, all of us will. All right.
So hold on. I want to say one more thing about Project Kato. So do you find trends in games? I'm starting to find trends in games that are starting to become big and stuff. So what was I thinking about? So I was playing God of War. Been playing God of War a lot today, and I noticed when after God of War came out, there was a lot of Norse mythology games that came out right after it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of Senua's Sacrifice or Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, other games, and now with Cyberpunk, there's been a Ghost Runner, which is also really which product Kato made me think about a lot. It was third person Ghost Runner, but obviously you get a little bit more forgiveness when you get hit. Did you play Ghost Runner?
Not yet. I actually, I think it's been sitting in my Steam cart for 3 months.
I'd say play it. It's fun. I like it. It's very challenging because if you just get touched, you die.
Oh gosh.
Jeez.
Just get touched.
So I can see it now. The rage I would feel.
I'm completely.
What are you doing?
And they rub it in your face too, because when you complete a level, they're like, "Oh, you only died 78 times this level." And I'm like, "Thanks."
Oh, I didn't know that we were keeping count, but thanks.
Oh, I mean, it's a great game. I actually like that game, but I also hate it at the same time because I'm like, "No, I fucking dodged that shit. He didn't touch me." It's a good game to rage at, but it's also really fun and challenging. It also has super quick load times, super quick. So as soon as you hit, you just instantly restart, and so you're able to it doesn't take long, even though if you die 70 times in a level, you can still get to it pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
So one of those.
I'm thinking everyone's on a cyberpunk trend right now. Is what I was getting at.
I mean, it's one of those things that everybody finds a genre of fantasy or a genre of sci-fi that they enjoy, and when Blade Runner came out, it brought out the whole cyberpunk genre itself, and there's not a lot in there. The biggest thing you had was it Shadowrun, which was a tabletop RPG, and most people don't play tabletops. A lot of people do, especially these days, because now it's pop culture and a lot more accepted, But when Shadowrun came out, if somebody saw you rolling dice on a table, you're getting picked down as a nerd.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, I was one of those people that was picking on people and going and doing it myself behind closed doors.
Look, he's a closet nerd. Look at him.
I was the kid playing Magic the Gathering at the lunch table, Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't do the Naruto run in the gym though, so we're good there.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm guilty for the Naruto run.
I was doing it all day, every day.
I'm guilty
not
for
even
the Naruto run.
Just not even care.
Oh, all right. So, have you guys looked into Shredder's Revenge from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I am actually excited about this.
Yes.
Like,
I'm excited. I can't wait.
Like, I'm just getting like
excited.
nonstop like 1994 flashbacks of like the arcades in Vegas. And
right?
Like
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple like TMNT games that were like that, and so this game is like that. It's like one of those platformers, it's old school arcades.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're just like, we're gonna use modern technology to make a game from the 80s. It's gonna be
Give the people what they want. What they don't know what they want, but they actually do want.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
I didn't know this game.
It's gonna be a good game.
I am all about aesthetics personally. Like a lot of these indie, 8-bit, 16-bit games that come out, like I don't play Minecraft because I don't like the aesthetic of it. So, I've seen people do crazy things in there, but I can't get into it myself. And, when it comes to gaming, I'm like, I want the next best thing. I want the next best thing. Push the limits, push the limits, push the limits. This is the first time that something came out. It's like, we're going to make it like 16-bit style, but we're going to run it at like 32, 64. And I'm just like, I want this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of innovative. I mean, like, you're not making something like, like you said, like, look 16-bit. I mean, I guess you are. I don't know where I was going with that one. Never mind. Carry on. But you're right. Like, I look at Minecraft, and I don't understand, like, how people put so much time in Minecraft. I know I've said this before. I'm a bougie gamer, so, like, I look at Minecraft, and I'm just like, it's not flattering.
I think the reason being why a lot of people put a lot of time into Minecraft because of the endless possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Due to the fact of the matter that, I mean, how many videos have you come across or pictures that you've come across where someone's spent, 100 hours building practically New York City in Minecraft?
Yeah, you're not wrong. And they look good too. Like some of those pictures, they look real good. Like you can't even tell the difference. You can't tell if it's a real picture or if it's Minecraft. And like a little tiny caption, like, "Oh, it's Minecraft." I'm just like, it must have taken you forever.
Yeah, and I mean, people put time into Minecraft, and even myself, I was guilty. I remember going through and building like a whole town, had a pool and the whole community pool, the whole nine. And then one day, it was just like, man, I've put way too many hours into this game. I'm like, all right, time for something different. And then I just haven't revisited
like,
it.
For those watching, like, don't get me wrong. Like, if that's what you enjoy, have fun with it. Because just because I don't like something doesn't mean it's bad for you or wrong.
No, yeah, man. Whatever makes you happy, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Like, I am fully of the opinion if it's not hurting anybody else, have at it.
Very true. I might make fun of you a little bit, but, that's about it.
To me, I don't see any difference between putting a massive amount of hours into Minecraft or people that put a massive amount of time into Fortnite and build those sliding maps where you slide into another slide and it's got music and it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
And
like,
it's ridiculous.
I personally don't get Fortnite myself, but I see the appeal.
Yeah, I used to put hundreds of hours into Fortnite, and then like it was like overnight, I was just like, why am I playing this game? What are we doing? This thing needs to go away. It needs to die, but it also needs to live at the same time. Because I do think they're changing some of the some of the gaming industry when it comes to like DLC and like microtransactions. No. I think they're changing stuff a little bit, and I respect that.
I will say, the positive thing to come out of Fortnite is the push for certain aspects in the microtransactions to be more consumer friendly versus I say that after they just got sued for their aggressive microtransactions, but with the cosmetics, things like that, to actually support live service games.
Yeah.
like I said, I am a supporter of microtransactions for live service games as long as it's not loot boxes. So at least you know what, as long as it's something that you know that you're getting 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Like skins in Fortnite, skins in Path of Exile, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. I think another thing with Fortnite and like why it's lived for so long. I mean, back when I played it, it seemed like the developers really cared about their community, and they were always like trying to like, provide the the best experience for everybody. I guess.
Yeah,
It seemed like
agree with that.
Yeah, it seemed like they were always trying to like keep it fresh, but while not changing everything about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Making you like kind of stay involved and stay committed. But still like having a good time. Whenever there's issues, they address their issues pretty quickly. People had complaints, they were able to nerf and buff what they needed to accordingly. So I feel like they cared a lot.
Yeah.
And then especially with those the in-game events, I've yet to see one, but I've watched videos and it is lit when these in-game events go down.
What I'm getting a kick out of right now is like we went into talking about Ninja Turtles, and then we're 10 minutes in of talking positive about Fortnite, which none of us play right now.
Well, I can't really say anything. I got Family Fortnite coming up.
You gotta show a little bit of support. I'm not gonna make.
So, if you guys want to see a family-friendly Fortnite stream, check out Wild after the stream.
Hey, Family Fortnite, bring your kids, bring everybody, bring your dog too.
I can't be there. I'm not very family friendly. I was the one that pushed hard to make this rated R stream.
Oh yeah, I think that's the only time, the only segment that's actually family friendly, and I'm almost like, and I'll get on people because I do actually have like nephews and cousins that obviously are underage. And so a lot of times, people come in cussing. I'm like, nope, family friendly. Yeah, can't have it. Now after the stream, if you want to cuss like a sailor, go by all means, do what you got to do. But not during Family Fortnite. And like honestly, I really wasn't big. I actually, before starting Family Fortnite, I really despised Fortnite. Because I tried it and I was like, I can't do it. It's like Call of Duty and Minecraft had a baby. And they were like, here you go. And even still now, like, you ain't going to see me build not one thing. I might put a wall up.
I used to hate Battle Royale games for such different reasons. Like, I didn't understand them when I first started playing them. So, like, when I first started playing them, like, I had no idea what was going on. I'm just like, what? Okay, so I'm just going to drop it randomly in this map, and then I'm down on the ground, and now I'm dead. And now I can't play anymore. Sweet.
I will say my favorite game in that genre, the servers just got shut down on, was Battleborn.
I'm sorry, you have to say that again. I heard battle porn.
What?
Which, I can imagine that spiraling out of control very quickly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not even sure, like, is it...
Battleborn. Battleborn. B, not P.
Gee, they got porn BR now? Let's go.
The things I play off stream.
That's right. This is rated R. So, like, in that scenario, is it like whoever comes first wins? What's going on here? Who's doing what?
Oh, man.
Can you imagine getting eliminated during the orgy and now you just gotta sit back and watch everybody else have fun? That's not cool. That's not cool.
Let me get that respawn.
Bring me back from the gulag. Hit the money shot. Bring me back from the gulag.
Oh,
my
okay.
Goodness. Low key idea. Oh my goodness, that.
Any gaming companies that watch this, we like our
Battle
royalties
Born.
and cash.
If somebody makes that idea, let me get my 10%. That's all I want. I just want 10%.
He just wants to let me get my
10%. You can take it. 10%, please.
So, oh my goodness.
Battleborn. Love that game. And I can't even talk about it anymore. What are you
You want to take a 5-minute break?
Yo, Griff's broken. He's broken.
But so it was made by Gearbox. Same guys who did Borderlands.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Technically, they tried to tie it into the same universe, but it didn't quite work right. Did that whole at the end of the game, the universe dies thing. It had a halfway decent PvE, a halfway decent campaign. Every character in there had their own storyline to follow. It played a lot like Blizzard Overwatch. Played a lot like Overwatch. It came out before, like 2 days before Overwatch. And then it also had a first-person MOBA mode where you would have like the lanes and things like that, and like you would have PvP and PvE going on at the same time. It was absolutely insane. It was a blast to play. I'm kind of hoping somebody picks up and makes like a private server for it at some point. But the biggest mistake they did was they called out Blizzard. And Blizzard's like, all right, when's your release date?
No.
Guess what? We're dropping Overwatch. Good luck staying alive. So, I mean, Blizzard is nefarious for that.
Savages.
Yeah. Rift, they come out and they're like, we're going to drop this date. Like, Blizzard, World of Warcraft expansion. Good luck staying alive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Warhammer Online, same thing.
All I just see is the Michael Jordan meme. It's like, and I took that personally.
Yeah, basically.
You guys are coming out with a game? I don't like that. No.
That's what they do. All right, so let's transition to this next topic here because Netflix they keep going. I think they got a whole list of live action animes. One that I've heard that was confirmed is Hellsing.
Netflix does some good things when they focus on it. Is this a Hellsing topic or a Netflix topic? I'll say some weird things about Netflix.
Let's do a little bit of both here. So,
okay.
Did either one of you guys watch the old Hellsing?
I kind of want to say I did. How old is it?
It's old. Like, it was coming out the same time as Trigun and...
I might have.
I think I might have watched a couple episodes.
I'm about to do some Googling.
I already did. When I looked it up, I was just like, I remember watching a couple episodes, but I was just like,
the first iteration was only like 24, 25 episodes.
This looks like Trigun, but just with
blood, guts, gore, vampires.
Yeah. No, I don't think I saw this. Of course, whenever I think of Hellsing, I think of like Van Helsing, and then I go to Hugh Jackman's movie.
Mm-hmm,
I'm sorry.
Again, it's one of those movies that I watched when I was younger, and I'm like, damn, this is such a good movie. And I watch it when I'm older, I'm like, damn.
Like, what was I thinking? I drank the Kool-Aid. Yeah,
I'll say
I don't think that wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a good movie.
It was so bad that it was almost good. The best thing, though, I will say, the best thing in that movie was the werewolf transformation.
Kate Beckinsale, man. I think that's why I liked it. Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, he's just like, screw the movie. I'm just waiting for her. Come on, babe.
My girl knows, man. If Kate Beckinsale comes knocking on the door, it's over. It's game over.
Sorry, Gally.
She's the one. She is the one hall pass I will get. Sometimes I
get that on the IOU.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's like Mariah Carey, but then.
Oh wow!
Nah, it's definitely full time Kate Beckinsale now. It's game over.
I mean, Mariah Carey 20 years ago, maybe.
Mariah Carey, like even 5 years ago. I think it was probably like around 5 years ago when it switched over to Kate Beckinsale just being full time.
He was working 2 part-time jobs between them. Now he's full time.
So all right, back on. I don't think I'm not going to hold any reservations. I'm not going to hype it up, just because, one, I love the original anime. The original Hellsing anime was not based on the manga. They remade the anime to be like the manga.
Mm-hmm.
And the manga is weird. So, like, the first anime, it brought up, it's about Hellsing, the Hellsing Foundation, which is, a bunch of vampire hunters, monster hunters, that kind of thing. And they have imprisoned and are holding basically Dracula. They got him working for them. The first vampire. And it was the first anime was really good. The manga and was it Hellsing Ultimate was just weird. Like, the main protagonist was a Nazi werewolf. It was a Nazi werewolf riding around in a blimp in like 1990.
That's a little intense.
Okay.
It's too much.
Yeah, it just kept getting weirder and weirder and weirder. Like, I think it like even dipped into like a little bit of a furry fetish for a couple chapters.
With the Nazi vampire, like, or a Nazi werewolf.
Yeah,
That's kind of like weird. Just be like, you're a Nazi and a werewolf. I'll give you a full moon.
Oh my god. Yo, he's on one today, boys. He's on one today.
All right, so I need to make the the thumbnail for this one just NC-17 because
I'll give you. Oh no, I thought you were gonna say like the motto for this podcast is "I'll give you a full moon."
Oh man, but
are you gonna start making titles instead of just like episode 3?
Yeah.
Let's see where we go. Let's see how far
I'll
we
give
go.
you a full moon. So it's gonna be live action, yeah?
Yeah, they're talking about it being live action.
Okay.
So like I said, I'm not holding my reservations for it. I actually thought that they didn't do a bad job with Full Metal when they made that one live action.
They made a Full Metal live action?
Yeah.
Where was I? What was I doing? I missed that. Is it still up there? I know what I'm doing tomorrow now.
It should be. It's not bad. It's not bad.
So you don't want to talk about Death Note though? That was the last Netflix live action anime or animated live action that I saw, and
I can see it. I can see it on his face that it's not pretty.
I've been telling like I have a buddy of mine. He wants to start getting into anime. He's like, he's like, give me like a couple suggestions. I was like, yo, watch Death Note. It's on Netflix. Do not watch the movie. Don't watch the movie.
William Dafoe as Ryu was amazing.
That was good. That was the only thing that they nailed. That's the only thing that they nailed.
Everything else in that entire movie, like, they could have just had 45 minutes of William Dafoe being Ryu, and I would have been happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything else.
Death Note that's a great show, man.
It is.
I could talk about that all.
They took it too far. I don't know how far they took the anime. I read the manga. But in the manga, spoilers, I think they should have ended it when Light kills L.
Yes, I mean with the show too, but then like
they brought in
the anime. They kept going.
Yeah, they brought in M, and it's just like,
yeah.
Like
it's kind of like the same thing. It was kind of like a little bit more played out, and just like rinse and repeat.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the Full Metal live action, not bad. Check it out. They nailed Alphonse.
Okay.
Is it Alphonse?
All right.
No, Al. What's the brother's name?
Well,
the one that's bound to the suit of armor. That's not Al. Is it? Wow, that's gonna drive me nuts.
I'm drawing a blank right now. I'm just like tall metal suit guy.
Or is that Al? That's gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna get ripped apart for that one.
It happens.
Like, I've watched Brotherhood like 17 times. Like, why am I?
I've watched Alchemist I watched Full Metal a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm talking like Toonami days.
Oh, wow. Toonami.
Toonami.
Wow. Have you watched Brotherhood?
No.
Give Brotherhood a go. Give Brotherhood a go. Okay. It's a retelling, but it's the exact same story, just better, slightly better animation.
I know everything. Yeah, I know it. I know about it. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah. My only complaint about Brotherhood versus original is that one character's death. They kind of played off a little bit as a little bit less impactful than it was in the original anime.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this next topic we're going to jump into. Go ahead and do. Yeah, this is going to be the last topic we cover for the evening. Spoiler warning for what's going on here. So if you want to click away, now's the time to do so.
Oh, major. Right. I'm going to let y'all know.
Oh, you're not here? Are you about to back out?
I might have to back out of this one. Is because I have yet to finish it.
That's your own fault, man. No mercy. I'm gonna let you have it.
No mercy. You didn't finish it? Too bad. So sad. Spoilers.
So like I understand like when stuff like
we're gonna talk about
Infinity
WandaVision,
War.
by the way.
Okay, yeah. I'm not entering spoilers just yet, but yes, we're getting ready to talk about WandaVision. But I just want to talk about not being caught up yet. So I remember like when like Infinity War and like Endgame came out and people were like complaining about spoilers like 2 or 3 weeks later. I understand that. And like even it's a little bit months later because it's a different, it's a different commitment. It's a different investment. Like you got to like find time to go out, to go to the movie theater, sit down and watch it. You gotta pay for it. Maybe you don't have the funds in your wallet at the moment. I understand stuff like that. But like for like Mandalorian, other Netflix or other Disney Plus stuff, WandaVision, I'm like, it's a 30-minute episode that you can watch at your own leisure in your house. There's no excuse.
No pants required.
There's no excuse.
No pants required.
Yeah, no pants required. You gotta leave. I mean, like, I know. It can be like 2:30 in the morning, and like you're just awake, and you're just like, all right, WandaVision, 30 minutes. Here we go. Crack. Just like, there's no excuse. I mean, I can understand if like you're watching it with your significant other or your partner,
and that's where it's at. Is because she's also watching it as well.
Okay, so
how
that's
far
when you just watch it on your own.
I think I'm.
And you're like, hey, babe, welcome back. Let's hurry up and watch WandaVision. And you're sitting there watching it, and you're like, oh yeah, I can't believe that happened. Oh wait, what? What happened? No, this is my first time experiencing it. Yeah. What? Huh? I have no idea.
So how far have you gotten? Well,
I'm about halfway.
So episode 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Episode 5.
So it's about to get
honestly, I'm still gonna watch it anyway. Absolutely. So spoil on, my friends. Spoil on.
So like even though there's spoilers, I don't think anything that we will talk about will ruin the show for you.
No.
It's not like if you haven't seen Infinity War and you're like, oh, these characters die. And you're naming off the characters. It's nothing like that. Or like you watch an Endgame. But I mean, I'm trying to think about it. I mean, I hate being a spoiler for people. I don't like.
For me, because I already know I'm going to still watch it, and she's going to still watch it because she hasn't seen the rest of it as well. So I'm good to go. I'm gonna be listening, and I'm gonna be looking for whatever y'all talking about. I'm gonna be looking for it.
Yeah, it's just okay. Never mind. That would be a spoiler.
Let's just say, it's about to get good. It's about to get really good.
It is. It gets really good, man. And
so there's a lot of disappointment behind how it finished. But if you didn't look into the hype, it's not a disappointment.
Okay.
Right.
Because
people hyped it up too much. I mean,
well, because they kept bringing in the multiverse theory.
Right. Which they still didn't they show like a little bit of multiverse at the end? Mm-hmm. The after credit scene, was it not?
Not really. Like the biggest multiverse scene that you got was when what's her name? Monica Rambeau came through the sidewall. That was the biggest.
Right, when she was fighting her way through the wall.
Mm-hmm. And she kept changing her uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you actually like freeze frame that, it's actually her character in every one of her iterations.
Right.
In the comics. So I'm just like, that is I'm excited for that. Because like I was a big I extremely dislike Carol Danvers. I think the fact that the MCU
You're talking about the character or the okay.
Yeah, the character. I'm not going to go into the politics of the actor who played the character, but I just think that they went the wrong way with Captain Marvel. I think they really should have gone with Monica Rambeau's Captain Marvel versus Carol Danvers.
Well, I mean, they still might. Because
there's room for it. Because if they put, because they made that little quip where, Monica's like, yeah, no, F Captain Marvel.
Yeah, they did that in there. She's like, yeah, I'm not dealing with her.
Yeah. So with the power set that she ends up getting, and then also, the rumor of bringing in the mutants and the MCU, the mutants into the MCU, which means X-Men and Rogue. Rogue gets all her super strength, they're flying, and all that is by putting Carol Danvers in a coma. So there's a little playroom there. Like Monica Rambeau, though, come on, give it to me.
Yeah, they might be going that way. And I know you don't want to talk about the politics, but I mean, Brie Larson, she's on the list as well. Brie Larson, she's on the list. She's on that hall pass list. I don't know. I've always loved Brie Larson, especially ever since
Really?
From Scott Pilgrim. Yes, man. No, I've always liked Brie Larson.
What?
And I think she got too much harassment for her political views when Captain Marvel came out, and then people they started, didn't they they review bombed Captain Marvel, even though Captain Marvel was a good movie, and then Brie Larson shows up on the Tonight Show just looking. And then everyone fell back in love with her. Everyone fell back in love with her. I'm like, yeah, we'll put everything that she said to the side, even though she didn't say anything that was that bad. She said everything that was fair. She wasn't aggressive. She wasn't overly aggressive with everything that she said. Concerning women equality and so on and so forth. She wasn't over aggressive. She was very fair in what she said. And then, yeah, she's just. And then when Wonder Woman bombed, then. When Wonder Woman 84 bombed, everyone was like, "Hey, let's go back and watch Captain Marvel." Oh my god, this is actually a good movie. And I'm like,
I didn't like it.
It's been like that the whole time.
Character either. Like my whole argument on the character of Carol Danvers is if you have to reboot the comic book 7 times in 10 years, it's not a good character.
Yeah, I definitely gotta agree with that. I mean, I've seen a number of different things get rebooted so many times, and there's sometimes where when they reboot it, you might have, if they reboot it 8 times, you might have maybe one out of that reboot that might be somewhat fairish.
Swamp Thing for DC. I think that's the only one that really did good in that last reboot. But
yeah. How many Swamp Things have there been? Because there's the Swamp Thing that's on the CW right now, which I hear is really good. And I've been meaning to watch it, but I have not.
I'm a little iffy about the DC shows, just due to lack of time and the way the Arrow went. Arrow just got weird.
Arrow did get weird. I liked Arrow, then it started just getting weird. Flash is starting to get weird now too. Flash was good, and then it's starting to get weird.
Yeah,
Wonder or Supergirl was good, and now it's starting to get weird. They have only so much time.
Yeah,
Legends of Tomorrow was always weird.
I never watched the Legends. I think I watched no, I take it back. I think I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of Legends, and I'm just like,
I mean, you're not missing anything important. It's entertaining to watch, but you're not missing anything important.
The main actor, the guy who plays the the Frozen Gun guy. I can't remember.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
For some reason, that guy always drives me nuts. I can't stand the way he acts.
I'm talking about the actor?
Yeah.
Played
I'm just not a big fan of how he like.
I want to say
talks.
Professor Cold. Is it Professor Cold? It's not Professor Cold.
Yeah, Professor Cold. I think it's it.
Is it Professor Cold?
I think so.
It doesn't sound right to me.
Like I feel the same way.
He's not in Legends. He's only in like 5 episodes.
Oh, okay.
He's not in it for a long time at all.
Like I feel the same way about like, was it Carl Urban?
You don't like Carl Urban?
I like some things he's done. I'm not a fan of the actor himself. Like, well, I'm not.
We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. There's no way. You don't like Carl Urban?
Like, I think the best things he did was Lord of the Rings. I like his character in Lord of the Rings.
Absolutely.
And, Judge Dredd.
Yeah, he destroyed Judge Dredd.
Like,
he's done great things. He's done a lot of good things for the nerd community that people don't recognize. He's done some good things.
I'm like, I have nothing personal against the.
I think Chronicles
himself.
of Riddick was probably like his most questionable work, and I still think he did good in that.
The last Thor movie.
Oh, him as the Destroyer.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't, too accurate to the original character, but I mean, still like.
Well, see, I didn't read any of that in the comic books. Like the only thing that I read in the comic books or watched the animation for was for Planet Hulk, and they try to tie Planet Hulk into that last one.
I thought they were gonna like go full swing with Planet Hulk. Everyone was like, "Give me some Planet Hulk, let's do it."
Like they even like there's a Beta Ray Bill Easter egg in there.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that?
I don't even know who Beta Ray Bill is. Sorry.
He's basically Thor with a horse head.
Got nothing.
I think my age might be showing on that one. He hasn't been around in a while. All right. Anyway, back to WandaVision. So.
Ooh, WandaVision.
It ended so good.
It was good. The whole thing was good. I deal with a lot of people that were like, they're like, oh, I only watched the first 2 episodes and I didn't like it. I'm like, but that's like the exact point.
Yeah.
Of the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
It was like, I mean, yeah, it was frustrating. I think it's because of the way they released the episodes. I say if they would have released 1, 2, and 3 in the very first week, then people would have had more, it probably would have done a little bit better. I mean, of course, it's still crushed and people still love WandaVision, but it was still, I think it would have been like, a little bit less negativity if they were released all 3 episodes at the same time, because people would watch 1 and 2 the first week, and then the second week they watch 3, and they're like, well, is it going to be this the whole time? Is it just going to be like this old timey stuff? I'm like, I loved it. I thought they nailed it, and that was the whole I knew it. I did my little bit of research, and I knew it was going to be like that beforehand. I think most people did.
Well,
but I guess they felt like it was going to be like the whole time. I'm like, also like I grew up watching, Genie and I Love Lucy.
Yeah.
And Nick at Night, man, I was like, good stuff, man. I was always getting in trouble for watching Nick at Night. I mean, not because it was, anything wrong, but like, why are you up so late? I'm like, oh, Lucy.
Yeah, so honestly, I'm going to give full credit to the set designers because they nailed every single decade in every single episode. They just nailed it. So, what do you think they're going to do with Pietro? Do you think they're going to?
I don't think they're going to do anything. You
think it's just going to be like a meta joke?
I've heard. I think they like the director. He's like, yeah, man. It was literally just a joke. It was just like kind of like a nod. We weren't supposed to take it too far, and like that was like. And I read some other articles on it, like how they did it. Like they introduced it, like like as a nod to the Fox films and everything, but they actually like fully never intended to do anything with his character, which was like genius at the same time because they did it to draw you in, and then just do nothing with it. It was like I don't know if I'm like describing it correctly, but like, I mean, I think it was very masterful. Because like, oh snap, they're bringing in the mutants right now. I'm like, oh, no, they're not. You know, it's not really Pietro or whatever. And then I've also seen theories that the Quicksilver from the mutant universe is actually the God damn it. So the character's name is Ralph Boner. Like his real name is Ralph Boner.
Right.
And he's actually the undercover informant that that Wu is looking for.
Huh.
When he's like when Monica Rambeau gets there, she's like Wu. She's talking to Wu. He's like, hey, what are you doing here? He's like, I'm looking for my CI, but he's not responding. And so now people think it's Ralph Boner, who's actually Quicksilver in Witness Protection. So he technically had his super speed. It's just the necklace was putting him under Agatha's control and not just giving him the super speed.
Okay.
Must be nice.
What?
Just gonna pull out the dog for no reason. It's just like
it's because
she's got a puppy.
She is wilding out. She's going crazy right now, so I'm like trying to hold her to keep her in composure because and then Katie just got back, so so I already know she's going to be going ballistic here shortly.
All right, let's bring us to a close here. So, well, we didn't really get into WandaVision here too much. We talked about a couple of things. Yeah. We might go into it a little deeper later.
Yeah, once somebody has some time to catch up, so we're not spoiling too much.
I know. I'm terrible.
Horrendous.
It ends so good though. Like
it's good.
I'll burn through it. Tonight.
I just thought about it. Oh, you got to burn through it quick.
Because I'll burn through it tonight, tomorrow.
Are we gonna touch this next week?
We could,
because we know what happens.
I mean, hey, I'll burn through it.
Do we know what happens in 3 days?
Oh yeah, is it next week?
It's the Is it the 17th? It's the 18th. It's the 18th. It's Thursday, right?
Is it Thursday? No, it'll be Friday, right?
No, it's Thursday the 18th. It's Thursday the 18th. Yeah, it's the 18th. It's definitely the 18th. I remember it now. It's the 18th. Snyder Cut. Snyder Cut. I'm so excited for the Snyder Cut. I'm so excited.
Do you know what time it's dropping?
Huh?
Do you know what time?
No clue. But it's coming out on the 18th. As soon as it's up on HBO Max, I'm just nothing. Not doing anything for the rest of the day.
Yeah. 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours. I'm gonna sit there and I'm just gonna burn through it. I'm so excited.
Like I'm really kind of curious how they're gonna do it because like the original movie is what hour 45, 2 hours.
It's like no, it's 2.5, closer to 3.
Was it?
It was pretty long. But it was almost 3 hours.
Like I'm really kind of curious. Like, what can you do to bring that movie back?
Have Zack Snyder get creative control again, do whatever the fuck he wants because.
I mean, I'm not arguing that.
He's
Zack Snyder.
I mean, he was doing a great job. I mean, I don't know why people knock Man of Steel.
I love Man of Steel.
Man of Steel was the best DC movie that they had done in a long time.
Hands down.
It was such a great movie.
Like, Man of Steel was fantastic. Wonder Woman was great for the first 90% of it. The last 10 minutes were a little like the dialogue got like 1970s cheesy.
Yeah. But I mean, even still, like most of of all the DC movies, when Zack Snyder's like involved in like the littlest bit, it's phenomenal. It's great. It's doing great things. I don't know why they're just not like, yo man, just do your thing. Just do your thing. They should have just made him like the director of like the entire DCEU and just like have him go to town and have creative control over everything. But I was just like, you know what? We're not going to do that. We'll take your advice here and there, and then just. I mean, he was involved in like the the original Justice League, but they, let J.J. Abrams take too much control over it. And I'm not saying anything bad about J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams has done some phenomenal work, but
I'd like to see it again.
That Justice League was not it.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you for joining out. Thank you guys for coming out.